Sande military barrack in Harrisburg. Today we are again to showcase another batch of the 285 F-moving equipment which came in country on February 27 of this year, 2026. The first batch was transported at the Sande military barrack, 137 pieces of F-moving equipment, and the second batch brought in 10 trucks. Today is to my understanding that about 22 pieces of F-moving equipment is down in country and down in route at the Sande military barrack. So folks, we are ready for the free code of Monrovia alongside with the Deputy Director General for New Media Rebranding at the Liberia Broadcasting System, Mr. Yusto Yabo II. Welcome, Chief.
Thank you. It's always nice to be with you. This is our first time here again to set up. We are moving straight to.
What do you make of the another batch being transported?
It's a good thing for the country. One is there, one is there.
Okay.
So let's go. We got no time.
As you see, the vehicle set up right now to kick off this particular transportation process right now. I'm here with my colleague, Masiami and Connie, and together we're going to be providing all of the last updates as it relates to this transportation of the 285 F-moving equipment, for which another batch of this fleet of vehicles have just arrived in the country. And so we transported this F-moving equipment will be So folks, sound check, whatever you're watching us from, just tell us the quality of our audio, how good it is, when there's a glitch, just let us know in the comment section as we bring to you all of the live happenings here regarding this batch of F-moving equipment which arrived 15. Okay, which arrived in country a few weeks ago, now being transported at the Sande military to the Sande military barrack. My name is Christopher Bestman. Again, I'm here regularly with the Deputy Director General for New Media and Rebranding. So whatsoever you're watching, folks, want you to invite somebody to watch this video, share the live, tell somebody that another batch of these F-moving equipment have just arrived in country and now being transported to the Sande military barrack. On February 27 of this year, 2026, the first batch of this yellow machine was with this right here at the free port of Monrovia, where the first batch brought in 137 pieces of F-moving equipment. We also brought you the live coverage of the first batch of this F-moving equipment. Chief, welcome again here.
It's always good to be here. That's what I'm signing up for. It took a while, right? We're finally on our way again. It will take some time to get to our destination. But again, this is like there for you. And I'm trying to be partnered with you guys, Masiami and of course, this is fantastic.
Today, Masiami is the female general.
Yeah, she's the camera. So the camera to focus. All in total of yellow machines, moving equipment, not just ordinary equipment. So 15 pieces, and I would just say this to our viewers that I was just informed that the entire remaining of the yellow machine have to clear the port to prepare for landing for those planes to help you the rest of them. So it's always a good thing to be here, and I want to say promise made, promise delivered.
Promise delivered, kind of great work. Just listening to Deputy Director General for New Media and Rebranding, saying that all of the 285 F-moving equipment, they are now in country, and this, we can safely say this is the final batch of these F-moving equipment.
No, it's not the final batch. We still have a couple of them, because if you do the math, the first was 137 pieces,
yes,
and then 10 pieces came in later.
Yes.
So if you do the math, that we took today, so that would be like how many pieces in total? So 137 plus 10, that's about this.
160
minus 185 pieces. We're talking about 123 pieces. That just outstanding.
Outstanding.
And they are right in the cost. Right? So folks, if you just join us, share with another person. Labrador is moving forward, and our job is to inform the Labrador people of what's happening in this country.
Again, folks, if you are just joining us, we are here on a different freeway where another batch of this equipment is now being transported at the Sande military barracks to the Sande military barracks in Harrisburg, where they will be kept, and the user one was also transported at that particular barrack there in Harrisburg. What's what you're watching from? Remember the first batch that came in country had about 19 excavators, and 19 bulldozers.
Yes.
So remember that each county is being represented with this particular yellow machine.
So each county is here. I saw Lopa, I saw
Lopa is taking the lead.
I saw Bound. Then each county has a set in here.
Definitely.
So we will show them as we go down. One represented on the team here. Yellow machine squad. You have Barracks County is also here. You have River G, as I said, is here on the squad too about the yellow type moving equipment. We have Grand Casa is here as well. So each county is represented among the 15 type moving equipment that we are transporting today.
Each county, of course, the county you are from, Lofa County, is taking the lead of these moving equipment.
Yes, Lofa is in the lead.
They are low-bed trucks, what you call a flatbed. And they are part of this particular transportation process here at the Camp Senate where military barracks, to where this list of vehicles or moving equipment being transported. And of course, you have bulldozer. There are also rollers, excavators. Here with the dispatch of this moving equipment, 285 fleets of this machine down in country. And outstanding 128 pieces of them will be transported to the Camp Senate military barracks in Harrisburg, where we are currently en route to have this moving equipment stored. Remember, listen to the chairman on this special committee of this yellow machine, Mr. Brandon Samka. We had a first interview with him on February 27th. He was very pissed off. Something he said that his county will benefit 19 pieces of this moving equipment.
So that all of the some the big six big counties will get
two set of them.
Two set of them. I think
38 pieces.
38 pieces. You go to Bound County, go to Nima, go to Lopa, Grand Casa, and then which one?
Masawara is also included too as well.
No, Masawara will not get 36 because Masawara has when they told it this way, the other Lord Masawara district same thing. My thinking is that what I do Lopa will get 38 pieces. Nima will get 38 pieces. One will get 38 pieces. Casa will get 38 pieces. I think my GB, I'm not sure of that. We can take that up.
Have your folks, we will actually be looking forward to this distribution process of this fleet of moving equipment that is now being transported to the Camp Senate military barracks, where the rest of the machines are being stored, and this batch will also be stored there at the military barracks. A very safe environment. This particular transportation process here is led by folks from the armed forces of Nigeria. Remember, always been part of this process.
Special presidential project.
Yeah, special presidential project committee. All been part of it to ensure that there's a perfect traffic regulation here throughout the round of Mobile, and to ensure that there's no interruption of these moving equipment. But folks, as you can see, it's a very clear view here right now.
It's a clear picture.
Yeah, you see the picture, my Xiaomi on it behind the camera. What clear visual evidence of what is actually happening here this beautiful Saturday afternoon. It's exactly 12 minutes past the hour, 2 p.m. here in Monrovia. And of course, this moving equipment down in route to the Camp Senate military barracks. This is another batch of this equipment. Initially, 137 were seen in country. They were brought in by a Singapore vessel, a very large vessel. And following that, another vessel also sailed in. The Africa was brought in 10 pieces of trucks, where also witnessed that the removal of these trucks from where they were kept, and they were transported to the Camp Senate military barracks. Been told that the rest of the machines are in country, and outstanding 128 pieces of them will be transported to the Camp Senate military barracks in the soonest possible time. I'll be here folks just arrived at the cow factory junction here, where scores of citizens have gathered on both the left and right hand side, watching this beautiful process here. And of course, some are promoting President Joseph for this step taken as it relates to road connectivity for which the Minister of Public Works continuing to beat the imagination of the Liberian people in terms of road connectivity. Mr. Deep Flow, the Deputy Director General, for New Media and Rebranding, has been doing extremely well to ensure that every portion of government projects, especially when it comes to road connectivity.
One of the things that we do is to make sure that the Liberian people are informed details of what's happening in the country on our end as state broadcast station. And TV will be everywhere in this country to show exactly what this government is doing. The Liberian people deserve to know that. And the government is of the people, and the people must see what this government is doing. And that's why I try to do as much as I can do. And thanks to my boss, he has never hesitated when I say I have something to go to showcase to the Liberian people. You always say, that's your job, go and do your job.
I mean, you actually do a great job, Mr. Gabo. You actually do a great job. But you know, folks from the other angle will always have a controversy discussion about that.
That's the way politics is. Let me say something. Whenever God lifts you up, you will have new friends and new enemies. New adversaries, as they call enemies, right? Yeah. So I'm not new to it. If there's no human being that have been lifted by God that did not have new friends and new enemies. Right. So it's just the way that's nature. So I have no problem with that. Coming to this post, I knew it. That was going to happen.
But overall, you are receiving a lot of commendations for the work so far you've been doing. Since you took over at the Liberian Broadcasting System, you've been receiving a lot of commendations from public, especially folks in the diaspora. They're always commending you. Yeah. Normally, sometimes when we own our regular beat, you see people deep flow. I've always seen you on camera.
Yeah, because many of them know that my comments started back when I was on Liberian Barracks. Okay. And I was on a lot of radio stations in this country. I broadcast on Roots FM that was owned by Henry Pedro Costa. Okay. I broadcast on Strong FM. I also broadcast on Prime FM.
So you've been around for a very long time.
Yeah, my story is not for yesterday. I started doing this when the former president Eddie Jones said he was in power.
That's great.
So only for those who don't know me, will say this and that. But I've been around now.
Folks, he's been around. You're listening to the Deputy Director General for New Media and Rebranding at the Liberian Broadcasting System. But always with the team ensuring that our work are done perfectly. If you are just joining us, whatever you're watching us, I'd like to welcome you. This is another batch of the 285th episode president that will be President Joseph Ware still the power in the vast part of the Republic of Liberia to ensure that these machines are procured and brought in country. And remember the president appointed Mr. Brandon Samuka as the head of the particular special presidential committee on this particular yellow machine, for which is currently spearheading to ensure that roads are applied both in our country, ranging from farm, to Market Road, for which our people in Lofa County, our people in Foya District, our people in Vahom, our people in Kodahom, our people in Kodahom District, Virginia County, our people in Basong District, our people in Southtown City, our people there in Backleville City, our people there in Greenville City, and our people there in the city of Harper City, our people there in Boboru City. And remember the people of Boboru, they celebrated a new bridge.
There's a new bridge.
There's a new bridge. That was just constructed. Of course.
It will be completed, I think, sometime less. I mean, that's what it will be turned towards.
And the folks in Boboru, they are excited. Remember, we should have had a trip there yesterday, but because of the process here at the port, and actually I think was postponed until a little bit. So how be it, you know, the Liberian people always look up to us. Remember, we broke the news of the hiking the price of water. You know,
we have done.
We took the lead, reaching out to the Minister of Commerce, raising a particular issue. As a serious issue of concern, you know, to Liberian, especially one of the least commodity in the Republic to be sold for $10 Liberian. And I mean, you took the stand, I that issue, reaching out to the Minister of Commerce, and that's a decisive step taken so far.
That's correct. We are just doing our job. It's not like we are against any or group of people. It's not about. It's about Liberia moving forward. To do that, when something is wrong, you need to showcase it. You know, tell the people, say, this is what happening here. I think it's wrong. Someone should pay attention to this. And when we raised that, when we took that on, the Minister of Commerce took it and acted upon it. So today,
several trucks were arrested.
Yes, a lot of trucks were arrested, and today, the sack of water is now $85. The sack, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So
it's now $85. Or drop from $95.
The bag that was supposed to
go back to the normal price of $5.
I want to finish on something different. In the southeastern part of Liberia, Lofa, the west of Liberia, right? Whenever there's rainy season, they suffer the worst, especially the southeastern part of Liberia.
Right.
Right? Granted, Rewaji, Sande, Maryland does not suffer that much because they got a pavement.
Yeah. I mean,
right?
besides they are close to Africa.
They are close to the Africa.
Yeah.
You look at Rewaji, right? These counties suffer. But now having over the years to suffer for 100 and some more years. But that is not going to be in the past. Having a leader that truly believes that Liberia at the age of 178 is running behind time. We should be talking about the entire country page, right? Cities connected. But today, we are still talking about connected. But of course, that dream is coming to reality.
I can record in 2021, between the year of 2021, there was a serious increase in the hike in the commodity of rice. Well, folks in the southeastern part of Liberia suffer a lot in the hike of rice.
Yep.
People were buying rice $17. So the extent, people were even buying rice $18 in the southeastern region because of the deplorable road condition. And predicated upon that, there's an ongoing investigation right now on the asset recovery and property retrieval tax code, for which the government officials have been invited, to clear that side or to provide more, former government official as it relates to $20,500,000 United States, for which the government gave to rice importers at the time, because you have two major rice importers in Liberia. You have the Pointy, you have the SWAT, which is the supplier of West African trader, you have the K&K trading group of company who also, bring in rice into the country. So there was a funding that was given by the government of Liberia at the time for rice subsidy, for which the government believed that that particular money was not, used for its intended purpose. Through the investigation, documents revealed that this money was not spent on rice subsidy, and as such, there was still in the price of rice. For folks, again, if you are just joining us, we'd like to say welcome. Currently, we're in a couple village community still on the route of the Jibba Freeway, where in this batch of equipment, another batch of the 255
pieces. 15 pieces.
Yes, 250.
No, we are carrying 15 pieces.
We are currently carrying 15 pieces to the Camp Ware military bag, for which 148 pieces are currently outstanding to be transported in a Sonia possible time. If you just joining us, we'd like to you to please share this video with someone to watch. Tell those who tell your friends that the yellow machines they are in country, all of the yellow machines they are in country. You will now take 22 pieces of this moving equipment and you can send it where military barracks to where they
actually we have 123 pieces outstanding.
123 pieces outstanding. So folks, remember, each country will be benefiting 19 sets of these moving equipment, with the exception of countries that are very large in terms of land and population. Yes,
Kidma will get 19
pieces. Rewaji will get 19 pieces. Rewaji will get 19 pieces.
Bonnie will get 19.
I think it's a huge one by our people.
Yeah, it's a good one. Because the size of the counties. So it goes by the size of the county, right? Lofa will get 38 because the size of Lofa. It's not because the president is from Lofa. Nimba will get 38. It's not because the vice president is from there. It's based on the size of Nimba. Right. The Bassa is not because Bassa is getting 38 because you only count Lawrence is from Bassa. That's a pro temper. That's not easy. It's because the size of Bassa. And then we go to Bong. Example, because Prince Moyi is a U.S. So that's why it's not based on that. It's the size of the county. Each county is based on the size of the county.
So based on the size of the county, some counties will be receiving 19 sets of this moving equipment. So other counties will also be benefiting 2 sets of the equipment of 38 pieces of this moving equipment. Just a side attraction.
Yes.
Doing one of our shows out in the that's not like they are EOPC. One of the color
What did
he made reference to the paper company.
Okay.
He was saying that why is it the government continue to give contract to this paper company for telling them where are the yellow machines that President Ware talked about? Why can't these yellow machines, do the job? Where Liberians are not higher, to do the job instead of giving our major road project to a South Union company?
I don't know if I'm able to convince any person when it comes to what the person is thinking, right? But this is what I think of. Paving a road is different from just maintaining the road or pliable. The yellow machines will be used for the roads to be pliable, right? Where quota yet to reach. Yet the counties are yet to see quota. So Blanchard County will continue to go to Blanchard County until without stopping on the road or sleeping on the road because they are pavement in Blanchard. Those in Blanchard in Rewaji will also be able to leave the road and drive in Rewaji without sleeping on the road because this machine is going to be used to keep the road pliable. a year. So it goes across the system. It's not about...
These are just many concerns being raised so far by the thing like me.
So basically, you got to explain to them to understand that.
Yeah. After that,
quota is not going to reach everywhere. But the plan is quota should reach everywhere before 2029. If that's possible, we'll get it done.
That will be possible. I want to think that will be possible. But for these police of airport equipment, I want to think that, all of the 15 political subdivisions will be connected, especially with our farms for weeks. Our market limit has been having continuous to requesting the president to ensure that these rules, they apply, they are well paid. But not to denigrate any engineering firm or construction company in Liberia. These guys are doing a great job.
Yeah,
the Q24, remember the Q24 construction company?
Yeah.
They are currently on a road project in the Ticket package.
So let's get some kind of reports here.
Okay.
I will use up to do something like here. The Aspra, Tomo Livingstone, I don't know if you can see my angle.
Yes, first continue to leave the comments in the comment section. So let me get this first comment here from Prince Sande. Yes, man. And he says, there's no free money rather among you guys again by the phone of government. Who stole the country money? My little bars is a go and possibly not the number of bread and butter.
Oh, God.
And somebody is saying, Gabriel Kapuri says, there's 14 years of criminal interested.
Oh, no way.
That's the other day, they refused to report this. Moses and Mula Wood says, this is third and blue government.
Thank you.
They are getting there to the greater goal.
Yes.
Princess came over says, watching Asia United Arab Emirates, Dubai State, third and blue government. And Prince Sande is responding to the previous view of Moses and Mula Wood.
Yeah.
And he says, you are correct, yes man.
Yeah.
You are correct, my brother, because they are looking for negative things to be going on. Gabriel Kaku is also right, and he says, I'm calling from Israel.
Let me tell you this, man. In my view, there are some journalists that want to report bad news.
Right.
I think they get paid to report bad news, not good news. Right?
Right.
I don't know. What's their nationality? Your country is not looking for bad things. You pay people to report bad things instead of reporting both the bad and the good. You can do both, right? Anyway, that's Africa. Go ahead.
And of course, if you're just joining us again, we'd like to welcome you. Don't forget to share the live. Currently in the Iron Factory community, still on the route of the Zealand Speedway, where these yellow machines, pieces of this yellow machine, now being transported to the standing where they will be kept in school. Back to our comment section. This question is Regina Demand says, I'm watching you from South Ghana's best government, JND and JP emoji. Peter Lewis says, great job. And Natalie Grace says, so Pakim Baba Gino says, I'm watching live on Arup Kenya. Thanks to the president of Nigeria for his great work. Nehemiah Pierce says, you're making fun. Somebody who says, following from Sakatama, more and more comments here. Keep dropping your comments. And leave your green emoji. Continue to leave your comments here, but don't forget to be serious so that we can highlight this on our laptop. So again, if you are just joining us, 22 pieces of this moving equipment, we are now in lab 2. We can say 15 pieces.
15 pieces. The rest of them arrive in the fall, and they will be uploaded sometime this coming week.
Great.
And the process will continue until the entire 285 pieces delivered to the library from anywhere, and then we'll be delivered to each and every county in Liberia.
Great. Folks, don't forget, part of the 285 equipment, they are excavators. Remember, excavators are used for digging villages, road construction, reef. There are also motor graders that also find out this particular 225 equipment only. 15 pieces of them are now being transported to the capital center and Barracks. Motor graders are used to determine roads. They are essential for road control.
So the gentleman is saying, let them see it. They say there will be no yellow machine. There's one dude. I think it's not even Maryland, right?
Yeah.
I said, absolutely, there will be no one machine. Well, who else can please remind him? Something with us, remind that guy that said that one machine will not come in this country. As they do, his prophecy was wrong. He went on the wrong side.
This is clear visual evidence here. Unless one want to tell me remember the first time when the first started 137 equipment around? Folks started to zoom in and say that this machine are used.
Somebody said like
currently has a representative that's shown up, dressed up, dominated in yellow color. Government officials showed up, dominated. It has scores of citizens, you know,
liners celebrating,
as we drive to every portion of the road, every intersection, market women, young boys, street sellers, vendors, business people, all works a lot. But since celebrating on that day, every time we coverage on this yellow machine, you will always see the spirit of jubilation among the Liberian people.
They're just having people that love want to see good together.
That level of excitement. I mean, this is a clear evidence that the president under the stewardship of this craftsman, His Excellency Joseph Ware and Jeremiah Kwampo, they are continuing to be the imagination of the Liberian people.
Yeah, transformation is taking place.
Transformation is gradually taking place
across the country. I know the politics will always have opposition, right? But it's just for me that our own opposition is a little bit off.
right.
They don't see anything good, right? Everything about them is negative. I'm not sure who the marketing to. But in the end, the Liberian people will judge them.
Judging it, right? The Liberian people will be the judge. Folks, again, don't forget, they are excavators, they are motor traders, which are used to level the roads and to apply essential road finishing. They are bulldozers. Bulldozers are normally used for lane clearing, and they are also used for heavy pushing work. Remember, they are also wheel loaders.
What kind of policeman is this? What are you doing? Let them see it. They're telling them, let them see it.
People are not taking out their phones to have evidence.
Take your phone and show it tonight. 101.
Are not taking their phones to have a picture so that they cannot be told by a third party.
No, you don't want, because they usually group into small groups, right? In each group, one person will bring a negative argument, and the other guy will want to prove evidence that, look, you guys are on the wrong side of it.
Yes, sir.
I have evidence of that. I was there. I saw it. I think this is Barnardsville, right?
Yes, just crossed Barnardsville. We are in the Shippasto community. But again, we're still in the county of Barnardsville. But we're moving gradually to the Pinsville. Remember, Barnardsville Township
we have to go to Stevens Hub, right?
Yeah, so the Barnardsville Township ends rest at the Stevens Hub Street. So once they always show up every time.
Yeah, the job give you some time takes, right? So imagine we sat at the port there for almost 3 to 4 hours. It's part of our job. We're serving the country, right? We can't say because of time we have to go back. My boss will not be good and I have to go do something about them, right? It will not look good for me as a president. In a government that I am a member of, right? A government that I supported and will continue to support. When it comes to the presidency of Joseph Ware, I put everything on the line for it. You know, family, some of their family, friends, we are here. You know, the funniest part about politics is those who yesterday rejected some of us, today they want to be around us. That's the other side of politics. You know, but we understand. So folks, we are still in the Barnardsville belt.
A lot of big people like you are going to show in the Barnardsville belt. Back in the area, just past the Ticket Factory belt. We're gradually to now remember, there's always going to be people like you here.
Yes.
All road pavement is ongoing. I really don't public works. Better go access in our rural area. It's necessary. Which our people in our rural area, they are celebrating. They are excited for commend the president. Remember the last time there was a Sunday ceremony of another road project from Cote d'Ivoire to Toaston in Greenwich, the country. It was signed. Another road ceremony was also witnessed at the Minister of Public Works in Sande County, where another road connectivity, you know, is currently ongoing, connecting other counties. There are a series of road projects that's ongoing, especially when we talk about media road projects. The last time we talked to the road there in Ticket Factory, we were in Gombe County, where the president program for 182 kilometers of road that's currently ongoing in the Western Corridor.
No, that's 255 kilometers.
255 kilometers.
I'm talking about the whole other side.
Yes, because that project is currently ongoing, speedily. And I can tell you, the Pepperpot company, they are actually doing the street work. When we went there, it was actually amazing. These guys are doing amazing.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. Before the 15th or the end of next month, most likely before very well, I'm thinking about going back towards yes, sir. So they are moving because during the rainy season, I've been told that during the rainy season, certain things they can do, certain things they cannot do. So right now they're just playing the road on the side of the road and then doing grass and then start a real job. Yeah, which is just a few months away. We are almost into June, heading June. Today is the one, 30th? Yes. Today is the 30th. Oh, it's 29.
It's the 30th.
It's the 30th, so June is almost here. And, no, today is, June has, today has 21 days?
Yeah, 21 days.
Okay. So, June, July, August, September. Got 4 months to go, right? So after that, the real thing will begin to showcase this month.
Right. Remember, folks, yes, sir. What is happening that we're here tonight? Commending the president. Very excited, his body language.
Yes, excited, but don't forget though. In a interior part, we met this gentleman in Sande district who said a little more money. When they pave the road, they don't charge the people any longer because to commute from one point to the next, of course you can't charge people again that much because too many cars, too many motorbikes will be running on that road. But the road is bad, people charge exorbitantly, right? So imagine, this gentleman said, from Sande to Banga, they used to charge 6,000. Wow. But now that they paved the road from Banga to Sande, even $1,000, somebody be like, no.
Are you saying 6,000 on motorbike?
6,000 on a bike. They were charging the people from Banga to Sande district, Sande town. I mean, that video is happening. You know, that's the story all over this one. Motorcyclists take advantage of the system. Of business, drivers. Most of them, they take advantage and make money when it's bad, right? But then some of them they say the reason why they do that is because when they leave, when they travel and they come back, they have to take the vehicle to the garage for repair or do some mechanic work. So that's why they charge like that. But again, the best thing is when you have good roads, it's good for the country.
Definitely. We have good work for the country. Just another testimony. A fellow who normally calls on our show, somewhere around Kingston, actually I want to be specific. And he continued to commend the president whenever we talk about road.
Yeah,
and he said, during the last 6 years, he drove motorbike all his life. He riding motorbike in the last one. So when we heard about, the construction where that's currently ongoing, the 2 overpass bridges, that's currently constructed by the Chinese government, we saw a vacancy of, we wanted a plan for a car shop laborer, where he just need to actually shovel, piling up dirt, on skilled labor work. So fortunately for him, when he applied, he got accepted. Okay. And he got accepted, he started to do the job, started to team up with these Chinese guys to learn on the excavator.
Oh, really?
Of course, then the guy said currently he can now operate these yellow machines.
You see that? At least
he can move it. Okay. And following that, he said he went in one country because remember there's an ongoing application for this yellow machine process. So he went in a country, he's from one country, and he applied on a one country. Okay. So he's very nice, accepted so that he can be one of the operators on this yellow machine. And I was like, wow, this is actually interesting. So you understand now, there are a lot of these motorcyclists who were seen last year or last this year. They were very supportive to some of the political parties. They were very supportive. They use their bikes.
So many of them are youth-based.
Certainly.
Whenever we come outside, they come outside with their bikes. There's no money to them.
Certainly.
Nobody pays them. They do it because they love the party.
They love the country. They love the party.
They want to see the good of the country.
They love telling you.
Thank you.
Folks, they love the country. Motorcyclists have been one, people in this country who have been supportive, especially when it comes to political activity. You always see them. You always see them.
We just arrived at the
in the country, this is the Republic of Liberia. Remember, 1,100 kids have been recruited, and another service have been offered here by the Ministry of Youth and Sport students. They are only going to register, and in terms of materials, this particular FBDC will be providing free materials to students. Since Minister Paulina Crab took office, she has been doing a great job.
Yes, she's a good woman.
Honestly, she's been doing a great job.
I like her.
Yes, so
we are just famous
FBDC.
This is another piece.
Yes.
On right side, I used to be on the radio. This is Strong FM. Some of the folks are saying, "Oh, you're not journalists." We say, "Okay, you gotta go to Peter Coco School to be journalist. It's okay."
Well, if they're joining us, like I said, welcome. 15 pieces of this app moving progress. They are now being considered to the Jackson Ware Military Barracks in Harrisburg. Where the 128 pieces they are outstanding will be transported in the soonest possible time.
Yes.
So we can now safely say to you that all of the 285 app moving equipment are now in country. Am I correct?
That's absolutely right. I was told that.
I was told.
Then today, people the rest of it.
Out of 285 moving equipment. This machine was procured by the government of Liberia to the office of the Vice President.
Thanks to the word and good Vice President.
His Excellency Jeremiah Banku,
it's Honorable Jeremiah Banku, Vice President.
Yes.
His Excellency belongs to the President.
Honorable Jeremiah Banku.
And he does not like somebody calling him His Excellency.
Seriously?
Absolutely. Every time he goes to an office, you see the word His Excellency, you have his media guy will say, please, I'm not His Excellency.
Call me
Vice President Jeremiah Banku.
That's a true. I love that.
Yes.
I love that.
He's a great man. 48 years old? I think he's 48. I think he's 48, but not more than 50 years. So let's just say around there. I could be wrong.
Yes, sir. But the president has instilled serious trust and confidence in the vice president.
Yes.
Remember the president appointed the vice president on the IOA grade, on that particular position. The vice president is currently spearheading and to make sure that a new company will come in, to explore that particular mountain.
Yes.
So that our Liberians, people, will benefit from the Kutu mining company there in Ukraine. So I'd like to say kudos to Vice President Jeremiah Banku. So I'd like to say kudos to Vice President Jeremiah Banku in the office of the Minister of State for our portfolio, Amaka-ability, and who are doing
the Honorable Steve Kuya, the entire team, George Saab, Anthony Kezeli, the entire team, where job well done.
Too many back and forth among the farmers.
You know I like those guys.
Yeah, you have fun.
Some want their country to succeed, but others say no, you're leaving for us.
I think that's it, Bala is responding to somebody's country and it's responding to more words. They are building their storage place in every country. Everything will not work for one day.
No.
Most countries all over get their storage compound for their machines.
Yes.
So she's there to defending the storage space of this yellow machine, particularly in the rural area.
Labla is in the southeast to make sure that by the end of this month, by the end of next month, they will begin to transfer all of the machines to the rural counties for distribution.
Can you just zoom in a little bit?
Can you zoom in to see what we have? Thank you, thank you.
What is happening? A lot of people call him a keke.
I call him Keke.
A lot of people call him a... What does that mean?
Uncle.
It's not vernacular.
No, it's a dialect.
It's a dialect.
It's a dialect.
It's a Kisi dialect. That's what it is. Keke. I mean my uncle.
Yeah, uncle.
Yes. A lot of people say developmental asibo. People are even calling the president the real Barrow Messi.
Yeah, he's a Barrow king. So we just arrived right here at the Princess Soccer Pitch. Yeah? I think we have a huge match here again today. This place will be so crowded today again.
Folks, if you're joining us, let's welcome you. Remember the president spoke about 70,000 jobs at the State of the Nation address.
Yeah.
When you had a whole lot of hula baloo.
Yeah.
And Ataidisha, reading for intellectual students are ready to especially those who are always opposed to government development in Kenya. And say, where are the 70,000 jobs?
Yeah.
Remember, the president is now baby Noah Kotolo. Not only for Bokade.
I hope we bring on the live stream so she can tell us.
Noah Kotolo was Pamela Pibi.
How the chance the younger Jeff is
a strong supporter of President who continue to demonstrate his leadership ability and continue to show that this government is here for development.
I will say this, right? In our history, besides Madam Eddie Johnson, this government is receiving the highest support.
Right.
Remember this, we have a non-member seat at the UN. That's a great thing, we're a Security Council. That's a great position, right? Having a competent leader brings a whole lot to the country. When you like an incompetent leader, of course, people would not want to do business with you. But with President Joseph Yimabwa, I mean, all of the good things are happening to this country. And the Liberian people are enjoying it.
President Joseph Yimabwa was battling for development of Asio, the road giant, the rescuer.
Yeah.
Other people call him like a other people call him the developmental hero. Folks are jubilating. They are excited to see
This day,
yes, folks, remember, another job opportunity will be provided to Liberians. More than 1,000 can still say. There's an ongoing application process as it relates to this particular 285 equipment, and for which folks who are capable of operating these yellow machines, who are capable of driving these trucks, will be applying, and they will be accepted in their various countries to ensure that.
And I also heard that you can just walk to a county place, right? If you meet the folks on a special project, and they can just, if you say you want to try it, first of all, try it. If you try it and you know that you can do it, the application is in.
That's the first one.
You don't need to go through the internet and all of that. So just walk to your county superintendent office when you see the folks on the special presidential committee. There you just walk to them and say, look, I can do this.
Do you know that the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning, in collaboration with the Ministry of Public, they are strategizing to increase the salary of the county engineers?
I read something like that. $1,000 for engineers.
Yes,
$1,000.
$250.
Can you imagine an engineer?
County engineer,
a professional position, something that costs years of training, and then they pay you $250. Now, that is in the past. It's going to be in the past.
I mean,
this is what they call real deal.
I was actually wondering where, this guy doing 6 years, he was actually providing results.
Well, today
the engineer being paid $250 United States dollars.
Now you want to get me politics again. And one of my adversaries who is watching will put this again. The Diplo. So think about it. The so-called chief of government will pay people less than $250. Engineer, they came as the change agents. The CDC was called a change government. But then,
on the proper
agenda, when you look at what it did, when they left the country, it's my body. It's like, no, just say to them that those that came in to help themselves. Then when you say, they say, oh, people, my job is to promote the government. My job is also to tell the people where we President Joseph I took this country from. That's my job. If you don't like it, that's your business. I have a job to do, and I will do it to the fullest. George Weah failed this country. He failed the country. So you have to call it again, force it.
How can a county engineer who obtained a master's degree or who has 2 master's degrees in road connectivities, project management, whatever, in engineering, obtaining 250? That's a complete.
I want to believe that they were being paid more than that, but remember,
they
get salary harmonization.
So with the former finance minister continue to emphasize on.
So maybe doing the salary harmonization that went a drop to $250 because the so-called change for both was a fiasco.
That was a total difference of education. I mean, you cannot spend all of your time obtaining your master's degrees. I mean, outside in another country, come back to your country, serve, and then earn $250 United States dollars. Are you kidding?
Sometimes I don't want to talk about the CDC, but you can start a conversation.
Honestly, sometimes it speaks to reality. You know that, right?
What is the reality?
It speaks to reality.
Mr. Weah leadership was a failure. He failed the people. He dashed the hope of so many Liberians, the young people, not me. Because for me, I knew from the beginning that it was a fiasco. That was not going to work. I knew it. So they will play this one again on Monday. All the radio stations.
That's how you get your job by criticizing the past government. That's not about criticizing.
I got my job because I am competent for where I sit.
But I think this speaks to the fact that the project engineer shouldn't have been paid set amount, especially an individual who has a master's degree.
Yeah, police officers, they were paying them $75. Police officers, $75 when they harmonize their salary. It is this government that sees. Thank you. It is this leadership that has changing that narrative. So I don't care what you say. I will criticize, I will tell the Liberian people where this government took this country from in the hands of George Weah and the CDC. Yeah, they need to see it. You got to increase the size. Yeah?
We are just.
I tell you, the commercial city, one of the biggest markets.
One of the biggest markets in Nigeria.
This is the red light market.
One of the busiest markets so far. Major transit conduit to Accra. Folks, normally see going about that. Normally, these are real hustlers. You found real hustlers here. You found real hustlers. And of course, another scene of attraction.
do that. They want to switch television. Yeah,
Jubilation.
the police here has done so much well. Red light used to be a no-go zone for cars. It used to be a very big separate. But now cars can go through the city of red light. See that the traffic flow is working for the thanks to the police RG. Regular from my skin for how red light looks now. And then to the city of city of
Yes, we will say.
Rubber best.
In the famous red light market, where you see real hustlers, young people, men, women.
How you call it? Hustlers?
Real hustlers, yes. These are the real hustlers in town here. These guys, I admire them. Also, again, they are just few miles away from Cleveland Square. There's a very free flow of traffic here. This beautiful Saturday afternoon. And it's probably 3 minutes pushing up to 3 o'clock p.m. where the armed forces of Liberia, they are ensuring that very free flow of traffic. And with 15 pieces of the actual equipment fired in route to the Capside military barracks in Harrisburg. 128 pieces of this moving equipment are currently hosted by 128. Currently, there are 15 of them now being transported to the military barracks in Harrisburg. 128 outstanding of them will be transported in the senior class of the town. Well, again, whatsoever you watch, we'd like to welcome you. Share the light, invite somebody, continue to leave your comments. We are in the red light market. We are in the red light market. These machines are currently here at school at the Camp military barracks, where each counted 19 sets of this equipment. Each counted 19 sets of this equipment. Last inside, where we see 2 sets, 19 of 2 sets equivalent to what's up when you're watching us from? I'd like to welcome you to this last coverage where 15 pieces of this equipment, which comprises of bulldozers, wheel loaders, that's the other machine. So you got a lot of wheel loaders on this machine. Wheel loaders, therefore, you know the travel. We are in one of Nigeria's market here, one of the most expensive market here, and I call these people the real those people are standing watching. This is a very beautiful movement here for Liberia, watching another part of this kudos to the National Police and the armed forces of switched to one of our phones, but we are actually running out of power outage on one of our devices. So we want to welcome you back. Thanks for always staying connected to us. Thanks for always staying connected to us. Check sound quality. Please check our sound in the comment section. Tell us the quality of our audio. Just tell us the quality of our audio and feedback of our video. But again, folks, we are gradually already left the Barracks market. It was the famous Omega market where the president promised
this is
beautifully.
we just passed the Coca-Cola community, right?
This is the Coca-Cola factory. Right before the Coca-Cola factory, and gradually we are moving towards the Omega market where the president, remember,
Yes.
doing a groundbreaking ceremony in the local country.
Yeah.
And the Omega market will be built beautifully. He also made a statement during the launching ceremony of the headquarters of Nemo. And he said he will not leave the structure of the newly design or structure of the Omega market. So definitely the Omega market will be one of the most beautiful markets in Liberia.
That's good to see that. We'll see.
Those are some of the words from the president when he was invited to launch the headquarters of the National Independent Movement to support the National Executive of Africa. But again, folks, if you just joining us, we'd like to welcome you. Thanks for always staying with us. This is why we stand up for you. I want to say
Let's talk about, you are from the Southeast.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk about what it was, what the years. What the years. Why was you travel on that road, right? You from Maryland or Graduate? You from Graduate? You from Toll Town or where? Bazon. Did you travel when during the period of the time we're talking about is the road condition?
I was still in high school. I graduated 2019.
2019?
High school.
Okay.
So I used to be a debater and a quizer. So whenever we qualified for the championship, the regional championship, and we're arriving in Novia, there have been a number of times we've been facing challenges, especially when it comes to deployable roads.
Okay.
Always the 5 days on the road.
5 days?
5 days. We will request the local authority for some of the people, especially the Ministry of Education, because we are representing the county.
Yeah.
So many times we request them from the people. But imagine with a 4-wheel vehicle, we still got stuck in the mud.
Okay.
For a couple of days.
Days.
We still got stuck in the
Just
mud.
from Graduate, eh?
Just from Granchila to
Nima.
To Tapeta.
Tapeta.
That particular part used to be very deployable. Folks there, and someone around the Tapeta will be, when the road down where they will face portion of the road, so that guys will have a little bit easier route to move on to go to the next destination, and they will be collecting something.
Okay.
So there are, in another nutshell, there was also assisting the government of Liberia then, in terms of easy access. But when the time of stay in Grenada County, the road was actually deplorable, it was bad, it was distracting.
So what was the longest time you spent on the road?
The longest time so far I spent on that road, I spent 4 days.
4 days, 4 nights?
4 days, 4 nights on that road.
So how you guys survive? If
I mean, the food finished, we had to walk about 2 to 3 hours in the nearby town.
Really?
Obviously.
2 to 3 hours?
In the nearby town.
After you guys run out of food?
Yeah, we run out of food. We have to walk 2 to 3 hours because the guys, because they are trucks, right?
Yeah.
Trucks are normally carrying the storage food, the frozen food.
Yeah.
Right, where you got the chicken feed, the pig feed.
Yeah.
So these trucks normally transport this frozen food. So normally they got stuck along the way.
Okay.
Most of them, they block the road. So we always find means, for the smaller cars to leave.
Yeah.
But sometimes it takes a long whole day, sometimes 2 to 3 days. So sometimes 2 to 3 days, 4 days. So I mean, when we run out of food, we have to walk where the cars just start from to a nearby town. Sometimes we not even see food. We have to walk behind the farm and say, man, all the people go on the farm. So that's all. So maybe you can help cultivate or harvest some pineapple, banana. What to do?
The reason I asked the question is for education.
I want to be sentimental.
No, you don't have to be sentimental.
Okay.
You are just telling. You are always being upfront. You got to tell the truth. You are from Graduate. I'm from Lofa County, in Bon County. We have had similar problems in Lofa, but not to say how you guys will spend 4 days. I never traveled during the rainy season in Lofa County. Whenever I visited the country, I would always just stay here and go to Bombing and come back, not go to inside Lofa. But during campaign, I saw them in 2017. During the campaign 2017. But beyond that, just for educators to see that those who are benefiting from what they see now, and some of them because of parties, what they call party loyalty.
Yes, sir.
And here they want to argue. Then let me say this to them. You're called the peace, right? You will not eat anything called yellow machine. But the food you eat before you go say, I will say, because I'm all good for. The only thing that political party, CDC, is good for is to say, I will say. The young people have been, I will say, marginally have been giving the only word, I will say. So the only thing they know, you hungry, you go say, I will say. Somebody paving road for you to get food in your stomach, so you can say more, I will say, then you get best. Y'all call that piece and put it there.
Folks, he's a David Tyler General for New Media Training. You always see him on camera, and of course, if you see the conversation with some political talk,
they will call the place out again. They say default refer to CDC as I will say people. It is just bad for you to see something good for your country. All you have done, all you did over the 6 years was every week political interview. Every week, CDC having press conference. You have more press conference than anything you did in this country.
Folks, if that's done, we would like to say welcome. Thanks for staying with us. Continue to give your feedback. Drop your comments in the comment section. Give us a sound check and a visual evidence here to be provided by my colleague, Maxime who is the general today. Yes. And of course, my name is Christopher. We have 15 pieces of this moving equipment and now in route 2. We can send the Ware military barracks. We have been told that the other 285 moving equipment, they are in country. 128 pieces of them, they are outstanding for transportation in few weeks to come. So basically we have 147 that's currently being parked, and the military barrack there can send it where folks. This is the opportunity in job creativities and of course a good for our infrastructure sector. Remember, these yellow machines pave roads.
Yeah, you can leave from here and not go to Branch. If I go to Branch and say I will say it. Y'all get a chance to go to Branch and say I will say, I will say, I will say.
Republic County is 100 county, right?
Yeah, I know Republic. I know the entire country. I have tried all 50 counties.
Last time folks were on the radio, they said people can now travel from Monrovia to
Republic.
Hours.
I left from here
in 6 hours.
The county meeting was in Maryland.
Yes, sir.
I took LBS team from here, headed by me and the Deputy for Technical Services, Buffalo.
Yes, sir.
We went to Maryland. We left from here 6 a.m. and we arrived in Maryland 7. We made a few stops. We stopped in Grange. We stopped in Nimba to have lunch. We stopped in Grange. We stopped in River G before we enter Maryland. So with all of the good things are happening in this country, I hear folks still want to make an argument. Why you got a right man to remind you? What you did to this country 6 years ago, where this president took the country from George Ware to this point. I told the people of Grand there, they cannot go home. The people of Riwaji cannot go home. The people of Sande cannot go home. Even Grand Crew, you can go home too and come back. Railroad says you can go home and come back. You don't need to sleep in the mud. Thanks to the president. And long live Uncle Joe. You have quite a piece and put it there again. I'm here for you. I will tell my own.
This is the National TV. This is equipment that also highlights all government development projects, particularly road connectivity, and of course different infrastructure. The road connectivity in the Western Paradise by the Paper Company,
255 kilometers of road. No far from Manicoma to Banjama, 86 kilometers. 86 kilometers.
86 kilometers of road, folks. Remember, the president continues to maintain that this is not about the next generation.
It's not about the next election.
This is about the next generation. The president is very focused on development. The president is focused on improving the lives of the
Liberian people. That is why he's more concerned about. He's not concerned about 2029.
For the young people.
Comes 2029, we will explain to the people where he took the country from and where we are. That is a message that we are ready for when the time comes. But right now, it is just for us to do. He's doing his job, and I'm doing my job as well. So when I hear the folks want to talk about Odifo. Y'all think I can see yourself? I can see you. I don't see you.
Definitely, folks. Whatsoever you're watching from, we are not transporting 15.
I will keep interrupting. In the history of Labrador, Joseph Yima Boakai, but so far he's the best thing that ever happened to this country. The best president. The only man who said, if honor my watch, no car will get stuck in the mud. It happened. The only man who said, I will connect each and every capital city. It's happening. The only man who said, I'll bring 285 pieces of iron equipment. And that's why we are here today. The only man who said, agricultural materials will come. And they're going to happen. This is the talk and do president of the Republic.
Certainly, these are some of the names folks have been calling me. The talk and do president of the Republic of Liberia. Folks around also refer to as road talent or Barrow medicine.
Barrow medicine, the original Barrow medicine.
Folks, continue to say President Joseph Yuma Boakai is now the original Barrow medicine, for which is basically clear and seen. It's evidence of the fact that the Minister of Public Works under the leadership of Minister Roland
Guinness
and Prince Kama continue to demonstrate a high level of technicality in terms of road connectivity. And of course, we can safely say to you that this is a huge boost and a great one. The president continues to be the imagination of the Liberian people. We are now in the
Think about this.
Community.
Think about this.
Yes, sir.
Few years ago, the Liberian people were lining up to gas stations, fighting for petrol.
Yes, sir.
Right? There's something going on in the Middle East between a big country and another country.
Yes, sir.
No gasoline shortage in the country. Rice, no shortage of rice in this country. Right?
Yes, sir.
But back in the days, they were fighting for rice. They struggled to get gasoline. Everything was bad on I would say. I would say was just a bad thing.
Folks, if you just joining us, you're welcome. Thanks for always staying with us. Thanks for always staying with us. Wow, what a clear view here, folks. What a clear view here, folks, of this moving equipment. I hope you are getting it alive from your screen. 15 pieces of this moving equipment. They are now en route in Carrotsburg at the Camp Ware military barracks. But this equipment have been kept in store. If you witness, if you monitor or observing in the barracks.
Distribution of this moving equipment will begin next month.
Okay.
Each county will get what belongs to them for that county, and it will be publicized for them to see. Because the news is, as you know, Liberians, many a time they will say, "Oh, I didn't see it," right? So the people of Grand Jida will get their share.
Yes, sir. Right.
It will be public. There will be cameras. You would like to go to what town?
Port Town.
Where's Port Town?
Port Town. It's right on the road. It's in Battle.
Before you go to okay?
And Port Town is right on the road.
Let's go.
You pass,
Before you go to Toast Town?
You pass Toast Town. I'm a bit far from Toast Town.
Okay, so you pass Toast Town, and you keep going. You go to town.
Yes.
I know Samia, what's it, something too. He used to be on Nightline with us too from the diaspora. He's a laborer, we call him the laborer.
Okay.
He's on Liberia Public Radio.
Great.
With Afonso So. Both of them are Grandidians. Great people. I can say hello. I've seen Grandidians. These two guys, right?
Yes.
They are good. Samson To is a good man. Afonso is a good man too. So, again, for some of us, the history of this country from 2000, from Eddie Johnson coming to power to today, I'm open to it. I can tell it if to say I haven't written on a script, right?
Yes, sir.
For 12 years, one political party, they say they may get the country. They may get the country. They get the power. And the whole thing was just breaking ground, but nothing happened. They say they want to go to Grand Jide. We say, go see the same player say, the yellow machine will eat. You're going to Grand Jide. Winning season time, you're going to Grand Jide. And you say the yellow machine will eat. The yellow machine build that road that you're going on.
Folks, it is what it is. The $1 gentleman continue to remain firm and maintain the development agenda of President Joseph.
Yes, we have to remind them of where President Joseph Ware took this country. The poor grandchildren were basically cut off from this country. The Southeastern, Barracks, Grand Crew. So today, these people can come tomorrow and go back. Thank God, because of Joseph Ware, the CBC can now go to grandchildren and say, I will say it.
Red Fox 285 equipment, we can simply say that they currently in country. And right now we are transporting 15 of these type of equipment. And they're in Caribbean, specifically in the Captain Wildlife Barracks. Remember, the government of Liberia procured this type of equipment for $22 million.
Yes.
Initially, the estimated cost was around $43 billion, for which the government negotiated for $22 million. So definitely,
well, initially it was more than that, and negotiations took place. The president saw the need to put everything, the vice president in charge of it, and thanks to the honorable vice president of the Republic of Liberia, a businessman, a politician, and a nationalist, to take over that, to take charge of it. Today, the country can now see that the country is paying now more than $23 million.
Not more than $23 million. This is exactly $22 million for the folks. And of course, this yellow machine, special committee of the presidency, is spearheaded by Mr. Brandon Samuka, and of course, we have his able team who are also doing extremely well.
By the way, he's Honorable Brandon J. Samuka.
Honorable Brandon J. Samuka.
Remember, he served as defense minister before,
yes,
right?
Yes, defense minister of the Republic of
So he's still an honorable man.
You're right.
And don't forget, he's the presidential appointee to head a special committee. Yes. He's an honorable man.
You're right. Folks, we are just a few miles away from the military base there in Caribbean, but we are currently in the Fender competition.
Are we in Fender? We have not reached Mount Barclay yet.
Okay.
So, go ahead. I just like to remind my brothers and sisters on the political aisle.
Let me see what I can do.
You know. Yeah, they will come after D-Flow, but me, I like when they come after me.
I'd like to highlight your comments, and I want to appreciate all of you for staying with us. You guys are the true believer of this government.
And TV, because we shared two stories.
Certainly.
We don't go out looking for bad news, because we don't pray for bad things to happen to our country. You know, like unlike the other people who can go pray for bad things, yes, we are nationalists. The interest of the country comes first, not my personal interest.
Yes,
whether I was Deputy Director General, whether I'm not Deputy Director General, I am a nationalist. I want the good for this country.
Let me see what I can highlight. Few comments here, and this one is coming from Prince Williams.
What did he say?
He said, we from the Southeast will vote him 100% every time.
Thank you, my brother.
And of course, this coming from Prince Williams. He said he will vote President Joseph Ware 100 times. Let's take this Freeman formula, and he said, Joseph Ware is on course.
Thank you.
This one says from Richard and Brown. He said, I'm following from Banga. Congratulations, our President Joseph Ware.
You see that?
Jackson writes, and he said that drugs we will eat. We are project.
We are project. Everything that we are project. The medical grounds of the geologists were concerned whether the people are going to get that straight.
This is actually coming from Jackson.
Everywhere, groundbreaking.
That we are project.
That we are project. Everything that we are project.
And Daniel Hema says he's watching from Minneapolis, Minnesota, USA.
That's my boy. That's my friend.
Joseph Ware is a blessing to Liberia.
Thank you. Thank you. Long live Uncle Joe.
Keep your comments coming through. We're going to highlight them. But remember to keep it safer. You can also oppose. It's all right. You can oppose the government. But remember to
it's okay. It's perfectly okay. You gotta have opposition for you to succeed in any environment. You know, that's why I say for me, as a person, anytime God lifts you, you get new friends and new enemies.
Right.
That's new adversaries. So for me, I knew that from day one. From the day my initial face on the Executive Mansion website, D-Flow, Deputy Director General for New Media, I say I got new enemies watching. I got new friends, right? So it is just the way it is. That's part of life. If you don't have enemies, you are nobody.
Definitely, right.
The crazy man will not have enemies, right? Because you gotta be somebody for somebody to hate you. You gotta be doing something for somebody to hate you.
Just so happy with my folks, we are in Mount Barclay. We are currently in Mount Barclay, folks. Keep your comments coming. 1P Palette. Right. I'm watching from Buchanan City.
What part of Buchanan City you watching from? The Loop or where? Where you watching from?
I saw this guy called Jabda. And this guy just one from Samuel Poor. He writes and he says, watching live from Support Greek. And of course, Slade WK says, I wish this president was still 50 years old. He wants the age of the president to be reversed.
Reversed, but no, we're not teaching constitution here. It will stay within the confirmed. He has the right to run again, 2029. And for me, I already started. I got a group called Uncle Joe 2026, 6 more years. Uncle Joe 2026, 6 more years. Is there? I got a social media group.
Wow.
That created Uncle Joe 2026, 6 more years.
And you think that would be a huge accelerator group?
You know how many people in the chat room? I got more than 1,000 people already.
Wow, that's
Dude, my popularity started from Eddie B, and when Eddie was in power. I'm not just a today person. I've been around here. I am one of those that can predict a winning ticket. I can predict. I done it all the time. I've done it all the time. I did it in a senatorial election. So, Nigeria will go for Sande do so, but it meant nothing in Nigeria.
My name is Christopher Back, former representative of the
I'm my old friend.
Intellectual debate.
We used to be friends. But it's part of friendship. It's part of friendship.
You want to train on this one again?
I like to train on it. We used to be friends, right? And you know, this guy, one of the problems I have with this country, when you speak English, if you don't throw in vocabularies, they think you are not educated. So the only thing that men like that is known for is the whole University of Liberia school something, where you gotta say vocabularies every time you say something. I'm not from that school. They couldn't teach me to use vocabulary, but when you're facing it, I will tell you that your 6 years was a disaster. Was a total disaster.
Folks, interesting conversation this afternoon. 14 minutes past the hour, 4 o'clock p.m. And of course, moving gradually to the same committee. We are currently transporting 15 pieces of this moving equipment to the military body of Camp Sande, where, and of course, where 128 pieces of this moving equipment are currently on the standby for transportation.
Imagine this. Imagine the strength of the political party whose leader spent his entire life playing soccer, did not build one academy. One. For even $1, he didn't pay it. But the man who did not play soccer, Joseph Yima Boakai, is building academics around the country. And yet, my friend, for desperate age, can sit and say, we are coming back. But why you can say are coming back? That's the conversation I want to have. Why are you saying we are coming back instead of you saying, our Carlos Gray are coming back to the district number? Where are you coming back?
Rather, Sherry Wrights, 2029.
Uncle Joe will lick it 2029. You will lick it. Joseph Yima Boakai will lick it 2029. Me, I can predict. I can predict. And when you put me on the record, 2029, Joseph Yima Boakai will retain the presidency.
These are wise from the Deputy Director General for New folks. Lulu S. Griffey writes, watching from Camp Johnson Road, JMB for life. John Collins says, watching from Salisbury, North Carolina. Bravo, Mr. President. Shallow Collins writes, he says, I'm watching from Norway. Thanks for watching. Darrell Cherry writes, he says, he's watching from the township of Caldwell. And of course, Slade WK says, he's watching from Delaware, United States of America. Paul Konati writes, he's watching from Manatfa, Painesville, residents. Amos G. Dennis Senior writes, I'm personally.
That's it. Thank you. As they talk and do president. Yeah, the German. So, right? The blind man, they can say, look, except if you don't have eyes. There are good people in the CDC. The reality is saying it, right? But if they say it, they will start to bash them, right? If you look at that like he is at a lane where man. The man can see the reality from yesterday to today.
He's a politician, the one who said.
He's a politician, but he's a realist. He's a realist. CDC has a very platform. But the platform who told them
And it comes this way.
market. So when you go say, I will say, when your stomach is empty, the food that you're gonna eat, usually they are brought in by brought in through the carcass or the good work of good having good food. So all of you like to say, I will say. So what? You can't be hungry. You go say, I will say. You're hungry. Hungry man go say, I will say. They know they will cut the piece out of you. They will cut that piece out again. The other machine will not bring food to them. Table. But pave roads so that cars that transport. When you get hungry before you go stand up what I say, I will say, you gotta have food in your stomach. We don't want you guys dying for saying I will say. You'll eat something.
We are in the same show and remember we're still in Barracks. One of Liberia, this is the population market area. One of the major transactions here in Liberia. Wherever you watching from, my name is Christopher Basketball. Still here in the county of Kingston. We are gradually moving toward Harrisburg, where these 15 pieces of everything to the currently route to military barracks in Camp.
You know, I love to see young people talking about something that they have no clue. When you come to realize, you always look for food to eat. When you go to a political event, you must have food to eat, right? So the food they cook, something has to bring the food to town. In order for that thing to transfer the food to town, you have to have good roads. For you to sit behind a political leader to yam or yell, I will say, you need food in your stomach. So these yellow machines will pave our roads, and then cars will be used to transport the food that you eat. For you to say, I will say.
But this is a beautiful Liberia. And of course, President Joseph Ware continues to be held throughout the country. President Joseph Ware continues to be commended for his fast forward and fast sightedness as it relates to strategic development and of course improving the life of the Liberian people. These yellow machines definitely serve as a great opportunity for the Liberians.
We're talking about road connectivity.
There's just more connectivity we're talking about.
A yellow machine. The gesture a yellow machine. But how many of you can go hungry for 2 weeks without eating? Why you think the food coming? How they get to town? Through road connectivity. So when you go to sit around there, every week you have to have political gatherings. What doing is, you're good and say, I will say. I will say, I will say. Who gotta be a stomach to say, I will say?
In the words of the president, this yellow machine will provide food for speakers.
We will tell them. We will tell them.
Liberian people.
It's a fight under Christopher.
Yes.
If you are hungry, sometimes you gotta buy food to eat. So you have good roads, prices of goods and services will go down, right? Prices of commodity, basic commodities will be reduced.
Remember a few years back,
see a young person talking about yellow machine way, something is not okay.
a few years back, there was a serious hike in the prices of commodities, especially with our staple from each side, and shocking alarm to Liberians. Liberians in the Southeast suffered a lot between the period of 2021 to 2022.
It was
High increase in the price of rice.
even transport, $20,000 to go to just Granji there. That's too much.
But now people are now paying $5,000.
$5,000 and you don't have to switch. You can leave from there, go to Granji and same thing. That's why Zoe Emmanuel Peno keep reminding them, keep telling them. What we have now happen. So the young folks who are saying that yellow machine, you guys just gotta rethink your political conversation.
Rethink your political conversation.
It's not working. You don't eat yellow machine. But in the words of the president, yellow machines is not yellow machines anymore. But vehicles bring food to the market here.
This is a landmark initiative, folks. Something the people of Liberia have been yearning for. And of course, so you remember during the past regime.
We'll go off. That's switch.
So folks, we are currently switching to another device, folks. We want to say welcome back, and 2 minute power outage here on our devices. But again, we want to make sure that we provide you all of the happiness here with this moving equipment, folks. So this is Lofa County flat bed or low beds here, folks. This flat bed has a truck here. This flat bed has a truck here. This is Lofa County, folks. Welcome back. I'd like to thanks to all of you for staying connected with us. 2 minute power outage here from our devices again. The rain has been giving a little bit hard time, but happy we're back again to show you the final glance of this air moving equipment, for which 15 pieces of them have been 15 pieces of them have arrived here. So this is Grand County. Remember, like I said, there are wheel loaders here. So this is a wheel loader here, and this is used for leveling the gravel or dikes, whatever you may term it. This is for Grand County, this particular yellow machine, and this low bed here or flat bed here. This is for let me get the county code right. This is for Lofa County. Yes, this is for Lofa County, folks. Welcome back again. For those of you who continue to stay connected to us, we appreciate you so much for your patience. Thanks to all of you. So these trucks, they are customized by the government service agency and marked also with its number. You can see there the Ministry of Public Works, and with the different numbers being attached to it. So this is a private truck, right? This particular truck was rented from the Liberia Truckers Unions to attach a particular flat base to it. So this is a flat base that have been attached to this private truck, right? So this is not part of the yellow machines or the F moving equipments that came along with these 15 the 285. So this particular truck here is not part of the 285. This was rented. Only this flat base was connected to it to make sure that these yellow machines are transported here at the military barracks here in Camp Anywhere. This is for Riverside County, folks. These are brand new machines. There we go with the tires. You will see them. This is not artificial intelligence video, whatever. This is real. This is real. 15 pieces of this moving equipment has just arrived, and of course we have an outstanding 128 pieces of them will be transported in few weeks to come. So this is for Riverside County. People of Riverside County will be benefiting 19 set of this equipment. Riverside County will be benefiting 19 set of this equipment. This is a flat bay that will be taking these trucks to the various counties. These are brand new ones. This particular truck here was rented, and there you go with it. Another motor grader here. This is a motor grader, folks. Yes, I'm correct. This is a motor grader here, and this is strictly for the people of Grand County. Grand County, here is your brand new machines. I want to believe that you will be receiving 2 sets of these machines. Yes, I want to believe that Grand will be receiving 2 sets of these machines, which will be 38 pieces. But again, each county will be benefiting 19 set of them. So this particular flat bed you see in here on this truck that's connected to the truck that is carrying these yellow machines, this was rented from the Trucker Union of Liberia by this Special Presidential Committee on Yellow Machine. So this particular flatbed is now part of the 285 air moving equipment. They was rented to transport this machine. So folks from Grand County, this is a machine. These machines will be used to plow your roads from farm. These machines will be used, you know, to pave your roads in all of the communities and towns you just named them. So Grand County will be benefiting 19 sets or perhaps 38 fleets of these yellow machines. These are the drivers who brought this truck here, folks. This is another yellow machine here. This is a wheel loaders or wheel rollers. You may term it to be. This is for Nima County. Basically, this particular lobby or flatbed has been rented to as well from the National Trucker Union to transport this particular F moving equipment. So this is from Nima County. Nima County, I can safely say, will be receiving 2 sets of these F moving equipment. These are brand new yellow machines. These are brand new yellow machines. 15 of them are being transported from the free port of Monrovia here to the Camp Sande military barracks in Carisburg. Folks, whatsoever you're watching from, we'd like to welcome you. My name is Christopher Bestman, and of course we're still here to provide you visual evidence of what is currently happening here. This is for Montserrat County. Montserrat County, this is your machine. This is one of your machines. Montserrat County will be receiving a set of these yellow machines, and of course distribution process will happen in the soonest possible time. This is for Montserrat County, a brand new wheel loaders that will be used to level the gravel, to plow all of the feeders road in all of the 17 electoral districts here in Montserrat County. Roads will be plowed in district number 1, roads will be plowed in district number 2, whether alpha pavement, whether wretched pavement. Your roads going to be plowed throughout Montserrat County, ranging from district number 1 to district number 17. Montserrat County will be a beneficiary for this yellow machine, and of course this particular flatbed or lobby was rented from the National Trucker Union of Liberia from the free port of Monrovia. This is not part of the 285 air moving equipment, folks. $22 million United States dollars infrastructure project by the government of Liberia is a huge boost, and of course the government, to His Excellency Joseph Ware and his able Vice President Jeremiah Kwankun, along with the Minister of State for Presidential Affairs, particularly the Minister for State with our portfolio, Mamaka ability, you know, make sure that these machines are procured. Lofa County, this is one of your machines, and of course you will be receiving 2 sets of these moving equipment, which is equivalent to 38 pieces. This is one of your machines, and of course this is wheel rollers. These wheel loaders will be used to level your gravel and just connect all of your farms on Market Road, particularly heading straight to Monrovia City. So Lofa County in the soonest possible time will now be facing challenges of road. Deployable roads will now be seen paved to our Lofa County. Remember, there's an ongoing project there by the Paving Ford Company where 85-kilometer roads were broken ground for by the government of Liberia to ensure that there's a smooth road connectivity in that part of Lofa County. The president also launched a major digital office in Lofa County, so the people of Lofa County will continue to benefit immensely from this particular government. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, my name is Christopher Bestman. Of course, we're still here to make sure that we give you a visual evidence of what happened in here today. Been a whole working day for us, making sure that these machines are transported straightly to the Camp Sande military barracks, to a live video for those of you who other people have been telling you that, you know, there's no yellow machine. These yellow machines will not be in country. But there we go with Grand Bassa County. The people of Grand Bassa County, here's a machine. This is a wheel rollers, and of course you will be benefiting from the government of Liberia $22 million project. This is very essential. These are your taxes you've been paying, whether indirect or direct taxes you've been paying. You will be benefiting from the government of Liberia $22 million United States dollars infrastructure initiative, for which this particular yellow machine or earth moving equipment was procured for by the president. This is your machine, Grand Bassa County, very beautiful, brand new. There's no rust on them. This is brand new, and of course this particular lobby you see here was rented by the president's committee, special presidential committee on yellow machines to transport this truck. So Grand Bassa County, there we go. And of course the next yellow machine here next yellow machine here is for the people of Maryland County. Maryland County will be benefiting from this air moving equipment, and of course I've been told that Maryland County will be receiving 19 sets of this air moving equipment. So Maryland County, this is your wheel loaders. This will help plow every road in various communities, in various towns, in various villages. Maryland County, this is for you. And of course, as part of the government development agenda, $22 million infrastructure project. And of course, this is a huge boost for Liberia, creating more jobs. So don't forget, continue to send in your application because operators will be accepted to move this machine. This is Nima County. Nima County has its own flat base. This is a truck, one of these truck, part of the 285 air moving equipment. As you can see, fully customized with GSA, that's a government service agency, and the Ministry of Public Works, customized with the flag of Nima County and the logo of the Ministry of Public Works. Folks, Nima County, this is your brand new trucks, both flat base, and of course you have another yellow machine here, folks. This is for Nima County. This one was not rented because it is fully customized with the flag of Nima County. This is for Barracks County. Barracks County, remember, residents there, they are also celebrating the newer construction bridge there in Barracks County, for which we're also going to be giving you live update on the bridge constructed there in Barracks County. Howbeit, the people of Barracks County are going to be benefiting from the government of Liberia $22 million United States dollars road infrastructure project. And of course, as part of the government developmental agenda, Barracks County will be benefiting 19 sets of this air moving equipment from Barracks County to Popolu City to all of the towns and villages. Our people in Barracks County will be benefiting from all of these air moving equipment, 19 sets each. And of course, this is Barracks County again with its flat bay. So Barracks County has their own flat bay, folks. This one was not rendered, as you can see, fully customized with Liberia flag, Barracks County flag, sorry. And of course, the logo of the Ministry of Public Works. There we go with it. There's a Highway truck, folks. Highway truck, fully customized. And of course, Barracks County, there you saw Barracks County, Barracks County wheel loaders and wheel rollers, sorry. Barracks County, yeah, flat bay trucks. So Barracks County, this flat bay will be used to transport your yellow machines for road operations. Don't forget to continue to send in your application. Always taking consideration that you need to apply from your county of origin. Folks, this is for Grand Creek County. Our people in the southeastern region, the government also prioritizes Grand Creek County. This is a wheel rollers. Grand Creek County will be benefiting 19 sets of this air moving equipment, folks. Grand Creek County, this is a road wheelers. There we go with Grand Cape Mount County. The people in Grand Cape Mount County, Robertsport City, will be benefiting. This is a truck, flat bay truck, and of course, Grand Cape Mount County will have our own flat bay trucks. There we go with another machines, yellow machines, be on it. This is customized with the flag of Grand Cape Mount County. All of the feeder roads, the town and market road connecting to Grand Creek, that's Grand Cape Mount County. Roads, feeder roads that are connecting Grand Cape Mount to its capital city in Barracks City. This road will be pliable, paved, whether alpha pavement or ratchet pavement. This road will be paved by the use of this air moving equipment. There we go, Mangibi County. The people of Kakata will be benefiting 19 sets of this air moving equipment. Kakata City, this is your wheel rollers, very brand new wheel rollers. There we go, it Kakata City. This is your wheel rollers, brand new wheel rollers for our people of Kakata City, Mangibi County. The roads in Mangibi County, the roads in Smith Notice, that's Unification Town, the roads in Tower Hill, District Hill, the roads in Gibi District, the roads in Joblos Town in Mangibi County will see being paved. And of course, whether alpha pavement or ratchet pavement, the government is saying that they're going to maintain our road connectivity, be one of the priorities before 2029. This is not just about the next election, folks. This is about the next generation. In the words of the president, he says these yellow machines will not give you food, but definitely these machines will provide food for your living through road connectivity. Grand Cape County, there we go. Grand Cape County, you saw Grand Cape County with one wheelers and another flat bay. Grand Cape County here again has been represented here on this flat bay, with Grand Cape County having another wheel rollers here. This is a great one. And let's see this last truck here, folks. This particular truck here, flat bay truck, was rented from the Liberia National Trucker Union. They are the Freeport of Monrovia with this motor graders. Yes, I want to believe this is motor graders. Yes, and of course, our good people in Bon County, Banga City, will be benefiting from this particular project. Banga City, Bon County, our people in Salala, our people in Palala, our people in Zoweta Road will be pliable, and of course, they will be paved. All of their farms roads will be paved leading to work Banga City. So folks, 15 fleets of air moving equipment and other batch as part of the 285 air moving equipment have arrived, following a total of 147 that is already being packed here, with an outstanding 128 that is currently processing for transportation in a few weeks to come. So we can safely say to you that according to the folks of the special presidential committee, that out of the 285 air moving equipment, they are now in country. They are now in country following distribution process that will kick off in the soonest possible time. The first batch of yellow machine came in February 27 of this year, 2026, bringing in the first consignment of 137 fleets of moving equipment, moving equipment, with a Singapore vessel that berthed at the Freeport of Monrovia. The second batch arriving with a tank truck, water truck, and a dump truck. Of course, that we also showcase to you that particular truck leaving somewhere around Painesville. The Sande truck head office is somewhere around Painesville there, and of course, we brought you a live video of that. You saw that transportation aspect of it, and currently we also bringing to you live 15 fleets of these moving equipment here in the Camp Sande Ware military barracks. All of these machines will be kept. 128 moving equipment, they are currently on standby for transportation, folks. So fellow Liberians, this is not just about bluff, this is not about politics, but the government's continuing to demonstrate its efforts as it relates to road connectivity. Remember, there are a lot of road projects ongoing across the city, and one of the big news for our county engineer, remember, the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning, in a collaboration with the Ministry of Public Works, have agreed to increase the salary of county engineers from $250 up to $1,000. This is a great plus in salary increment, and of course, this is something that's very commendable through the work of the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning and the able Minister Wale Lafayette Guinea, who is doing extremely well in ensuring that the president's mandate is executed before 2029. Folks, this is a new day for Liberia, and of course the President of the Republic of Liberia continues to demonstrate a stronger leadership in terms of road connectivity, agriculture, job creation, you name the rest. So let me take you around to where your machines are kept. These are your taxes you've been paying to the government of Liberia. Fellow Liberians who in the world, you've been paying taxes on your property taxes, different taxes, whether you've been paying direct tax or indirect tax. This is where your money have been coming. This is the Camp Sande Ware military barracks, where all out of the 285 air moving equipment will be kept. These machines are being packed by county. These machines are being packed by county. These machines are being packed by county, folks. These machines are being packed by county. This is Lofa County again with a water truck. Lofa County. This is Grand Crew County, folks. Grand Crew County will be benefiting from this 285 air moving equipment. This is Nima County water truck. Nima County will be benefiting 2 sets of these air moving equipment, which will be equivalent to 38 pieces. This is Babulu County. The people of Babulu County will be celebrating this upon its arrival. This is San Diego County. The people of Greenville City will be celebrating this. This is River G County. The people of Fishtown City will be celebrating this in the southeastern part of Liberia. This is Riverside County. Our people that in Sestos will be celebrating this. This is Bombay County. Our people there in Tatmanbra will be celebrating Bombay County. 19 set of this air moving equipment. This is Grand Cape Mount County. Our people there in Robertsport will be celebrating this as well. This is Montserrat County. Our people there in Bensonville, people there in other parts of Montserrat County here, people here in Carisburg, Montserrat County will be benefiting this. Remember, Bensonville too. All of the roads in Bensonville, which happen to be the capital city of Montserrat County, will be pliable. This is Grand Bassa County. Our folks there in Buchanan City will be celebrating probably 2 sets of this yellow machine. Yes, 2 sets of the yellow machines. Grand Bassa County might be benefited to receive 2 sets of this yellow machine, which comprises of 38 pieces. But howbeit, we're gonna be looking forward to the distribution process. This is Bon County. Specifically, we're showing water trucks. This is Bon County. Bon County will be a direct beneficiary of these 285 air moving equipments, and of course, I believe that our people in Banga City will be very much excited seeing their own machines entering their county. This is Mangibi County. The folks in Mangibi County will be excited. This is your water truck, very customized, well customized with your county flag on it. This is Bon County. The folks there in Banga City will be excited. Maryland County, I know our people in the southeastern region, specifically Harbor City, will also be in a very jubilant mood to receive their
set of yellow machine. Grand Gita County, our people there in Swaju City will be happy upon receiving the fleece of yellow machine. Grand Gita County, this is a water truck, and of course, let's see whether we can show you another batch of this air moving equipment. This is Bon County, folks. There are a lot of governments doing and your taxes, they are not using it anyhow, but the government is ensuring that your taxes has been used for it intended purpose. Grand County again will be a direct beneficiaries of this air moving equipment. Morrisville County, the people in Balanceville, the people in Jonesville, the people in Newtown, the people in Bensonville, whatever, yeah, in Morrisville County, you'll be a direct beneficiary. This is a Sande truck. This is Mangibi County, folks. Nima County, Bopuru County, Grand Bassa County, more and more. This is Sino County and another trucks here, folks. First, I mean, it's actually an exciting moment to see Liberians or Liberian government, you know, focusing on rural connectivity. For the past years, Liberians have been strangulated when it comes to, you know, prices, the increase of commodity. The increase of prices in different commodities, Liberians have been suffering because of deployable road. Grand Gita County, this is one of their machines. River G County, this is your Flower Bay. River G County, the people of Fishtown City, if you are there in Calocan, Batican, Gallocan, yes, River G County is known that to have all of the can. I've been to River G County before and I just love the can. So if you are there in Batican, Calocan, Batican, what kind of can, if Christopher get can here, you're going to be receiving 19 sets of this air moving equipment. These are bulldozers, folks. There we go. These are bulldozers. And of course, the government of Liberia make sure to procure this machine with $22 million United dollars. Initially, they were estimated around 40 millions. Based on negotiations, the government decided to negotiate on 22 million, saving 20 million of its expenses. Remember, having this air moving equipment will reduce government expenses. This air moving equipment will help reduce the expenses of government, where Liberians themselves will be operating on these machines to plow road, to pave road, and you just name the rest. So you can apply it from your country of origin and just keep your finger crossed that you're going to be selected. This will be Liberian owned. I want to say it for a fact. This will be Liberian owned. Liberian owned. So all you need to do is apply if you are a yellow machine operator. Just a few days ago, the Fallout Zoe Vocational School just graduated over 1,000 students, and of course there are students who also, you know, learn technical skills in moving these heavy moving equipment or yellow machine or trucks, whatever you may term it. This will be a direct opportunity for them. But folks, I cannot take you all around here because all of the counties here, they are well represented. Unless you want me to go more closer, if you need a county, you can tell me. I can, you know, make sure that I identify a county. But this is it. This is the Camp Anywhere military barracks, folks. My name is Christopher Bestman. This will be our final live for today here as it relates to this transportation project. One county, this is a flag. This is a flag. This place is very spacious, folks. This is very spacious, very huge. This is a military barracks, so there will be no inventory here of criminal. No. Nobody's going to invade this particular environment because this place is highly secure and protected by men and women of the armed forces of Liberia. Liberians, you need to take advantage of this opportunity, especially applying to operate on this air moving equipment. This is a great help. If you don't know the way, I ask people, and of course they're going to show you the way. I ask people who are connected to the Ministry of Public Works, are people who are in government, just in case you want to apply. But make sure to apply from your country of origin so that it will be easy for you to be selected. If you choose to apply from Monrovia, it's up to you. But this opportunity will be strictly for Liberia. Remember, the Vice President Jeremiah Pancon continue to emphasize on liberalization policy, wherein Liberian needs to be head of their own businesses. We don't want to see foreigners taking over Liberian own businesses. Businesses are supposed to be spearheaded by Liberia. So Liberians, this is our own. We need to engage in these processes as part of the government of Liberia job creation. Once you are a skilled person and you are operator, you can operate a yellow machine or drive this heavy duty truck. This is incumbent upon you to take on the challenge. This is a challenge to every young man and woman out there. Once you feel capable and feel like, you know, you can do this. This is not about partiality. Remember, the government is also recruiting a mechanic. If you're a heavy duty mechanic, you can also apply. This is a great one. A little bit change of weather here in Carisburg City, folks.
And of course, it has been a long day here in Montserrat County with the team headed by the Deputy Director General for New Media and Rebranding. Folks, these are your F-moving equipment, fellow Liberians. These are your F-moving equipment, fellow Liberians. President Joseph Ware, who other people call him developmental Asibo, other people call him road giants, other people have even given him a name called Pyro Medicine. Other people are saying that he's the real rescuer, has done it again by procuring 285 fleets of yellow machine. And of course, this is commendable. This is what we love to see, development, especially paying taxes with your hard-earned money. So when LRA is coming to a business area to pay tax, don't ask them where our money going. This is where your money have been coming. And other governmental projects. The Ministry of Agriculture has a retrap project for local farmers. That is ongoing. The Civil Service Agency is doing extremely well to see how Liberians will not suffer from, salary discrepancy. Will always get involved into the sector and do the needful. The Ministry of Finance is there to allocate funding to different government major agencies if necessary for the better improvement of Liberia. The Ministry of Youth and Sport recently have recruited 1,100 cadets, for which these young people will be dispatched in different government entities for the next 6 months, and of course they will be paid. More and more things are happening. The National Fishery and Aquaculture is doing well. The Liberia Water and Sewer is doing well. The Freeport of Monrovia headed by Sekou Duplessis is doing well. Mr. Amos Tuer at the LPRC is doing well. And you just named the rest. The government is doing extremely well. This is not about being biased or sentimental. This is just about the reality that President Joseph Ware is applying all frantic effort to ensure that all of his needs and wants will be met before the 2029 general and presidential election. My name is Christopher Bestman, folks, and I'm here with D-Flow Flomo Yabo II, the Deputy Director General for New Media and Rebranding, along with my colleague Masiami Kone. Together, we are to provide you a highlight and give you an in-depth analysis of this special presidential committee on this yellow machine. So let me take you to alright, so folks, we got to end the live. Thanks so much for watching. We've given you a clear vision evidence of what's been happening. My name is Christopher Bestman, and I appreciate you guys for staying with us. Thank you so much. Remember, we still got outstanding 128 fleets of air-moving equipment to be transported very soon from the Freeport of Monrovia. Thanks so much for watching. Bye bye. We do join you in our next subsequent broadcast. Because it's actually due to power outage, internet fluctuation, and then with power outage, but thanks to our female general behind the camera, Masiami Kone, who's doing extremely well to provide you all of the visual evidence here as it relates to the transportation aspect of this 15 fleets of air-moving equipment for which we're currently transporting to the Camp Sande military barracks. My name is Christopher Bestman. I'm here with the Deputy Director General for New Media and Rebranding, and of course together we're bringing you this live coverage, and we want to simply say to you that especially quoting the words from the folks from the Special Presidential Committee, out of the 285 air-moving equipment currently in country, and of course 125 fleets of these air-moving equipment, they are on the standby awaiting transportation process and as soon as possible albeit we currently transporting 15 of these machines to the Camp Sande military barracks, where 147 of them they are already being packed and stored there at the military barracks in Harrisburg. We're gradually moving towards already independent community, moving towards the University of Liberia campus here in Fendale. We're just a few miles away from Harrisburg.
Thank you. Thanks for your vote.
We're just a few miles away from Harrisburg.
The boy said they can't eat yellow machine, but they get car bring yellow machine. Car will bring food for them.
285 air-moving equipment comprises of $22 million being procured by the government of the Republic of Liberia through his able leadership ability. Vice President Jeremiah Pankun, along with ministers from the Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs. Folks, this is a very
it's a great thing to be here. But let me just say what I was trying to say. George Ware is a good man. I got some. CDC has some good folks, but there are some of them I don't care how you turn. They can see red, they say that blue. They see blue, they say that red. The reality is right before their eyes. You don't need extra lenses. You don't need extra lenses, right?
Sir.
Liberians are seeing a remarkable turnaround in the presidency. Right. Do not go in from our vice president and call him His Excellency. You have problem with that. He does not like it. Please call him Vice President Jeremiah Panku. That's all he wants. When the time comes, he will hear His Excellency. But right now, President Joseph Yimabwaka, His Excellency.
We are currently in Carrotsburg. This is it. Welcome to Carrotsburg. And of course, we just arrived in Carrotsburg, folks, a few miles away to the military barracks.
Carrotsburg is a beautiful place. Christopher, yes, we went to, what's the place name? Where we went last time?
Homie County.
No, we went to, what's the place where we went to the hospital?
The new hospital.
That place is beautiful. What's going on here, madam?
Upper Cowell.
Folks, Upper Cowell. It's a beautiful place.
Yes,
the same as Carrotsburg. Carrotsburg is also another beautiful part of the country. Exactly. You know, it's a beautiful place.
So it's a little bit distance.
But it's okay.
It's
let me ask you a question.
Sir.
If you are living, if they gave you a job and you live, let's say in Magibi, in Kakatown, or third member Bombing County, so long you got a good road to take you from Bombing to Monrovia, and the traffic is not bad, you can live. Fast and faster. You get to your destination very fast and on time. Unlike in the past, you gotta do out of the place jam. You gotta run out of the place jam, right? Now it's changing. So in the coming days, in the coming weeks, for me, I have a responsibility. I am not gonna get free paycheck. Free paycheck is enjoy your air condition and don't say nothing. That's not me. I will work for my money. This money that I'm being paid, I'll work for it. I will work for it to the fullest. I don't care what the people say. I will never. It comes to leadership. We know. That one forget it.
One of the big news we are commending the government of Liberia for, especially the Minister of Public Works and Minister of Finance and Development Planning. County engineers will now be paid
I would like to know. My good friend can say, as finance minister, he did a good work.
Yes, sir.
He paid for all of the roads, electricity for 10 years. All of that.
Pay for 10 years.
How you pay for? It's about the public good. You come to power, serve the people. Don't steal from them. If you can't serve the people, forget it.
So we are a few miles away from the military barracks. Remember, these machines will be kept at the Barracks. And of course, we can safely say 285 moving equipment now in the country. 128 pieces of them. They are on standby, and of course, will be transported. This machine will be supervised by the Ministry of Public Works and managed by the local county authority, specifically the county County, all of the 15 counties will be benefited. 19% of we got floppy.
So, Christopher, I will always interrupt you when something comes to mind, right? When you build a road in Granji there, you're taking your first route there. You will not sleep on the road. Right?
I mean, this is
you'll take your first trip and you can't tell whose story to.
It will be a good experience. Since I left Granji, it's been over 9 years now, and I've not
9 years since you left Granji there.
Since I left Granji, I've not returned.
Wow. So you
really
think about returning to Granji there and not sleeping on the road?
Of course.
You want to take your girlfriend or your daughter there? You got a job?
Yes, I'd like to take my kid there. You know, where we experience the good condition of the road, especially in Foley or after Cape. That would be like a good experience for me and first that experience.
So what would be your message to your former schoolmates? What would be your message?
My message,
when you meet them, let's say y'all sit together.
Gentlemen, actually, go with a lot of talent. Do the process here. But this is the reality of what we've been wanting for, right?
Yeah.
The leadership of President Joseph Ware in the right account, they have demonstrated and beat our demand. Something we've been yearning for during our school days. But we many a times we try to time during our major academic challenges due to the horrible growth. But now today I can safely say I've drove from Monrovia to the state of Georgia in 5 hours time of paid road.
And the cost.
No pain in my body.
No pain in your body. And then you don't have to spend $20,000.
I don't have to spend $20,000.
Maybe you'll be spending like $3,000 to go now. You can put some money down for your daughter.
That'll be my first experience. You know, traveling on the paid road.
But don't forget, you will miss what I will say. I will say people will say they want to argue with you. Say, oh my man,
that's what
you want to do a deep flow changing.
That's what our Democrats call for. We will always be.
I will say.
I will actually, appreciate you if you take me on a round, first of a kind, round of paper to Granji.
I will take you to
alpha pavement, not a wretched pavement, because the wretched comprises of cement, sand, cross rock. No, I'm talking about alpha, because it's a landmark project there, remember.
I have traveled from Monrovia to Granji there. From Ganta to Tapeta. So you go to
from Ganta to Tapeta or Sande.
No, you don't go to Sande. You branch out.
Okay.
I think you go to Sande. No, you don't go to Sande. You go to Tapeta before you go to
Town.
No, not Town. There's another place, man. Where Musa Belete from? Yeah, but he's not from Tapeta. Musa Belete is from the town before you go to Tapeta. Tapeta is where they have the biggest hospital.
Yes, sir.
But before the place, come on, look on the chart. Somebody will tell us. Why am I forgetting the beautiful city? Where Musa, because I know Musa Hassan Belete. I know his home.
I'm not very familiar with the name of the time.
Man. Okay, I will call the name. So I know this one. To be in a position, in full position, you have to know the geopolitics of Liberia. I know each and every county capital city. I know from here to Sacré-Pied, that's Sacré-Pied. From Sacré-Pied before you go to Tapeta. From Tapeta now you push in the walls Granji.
I have a very retentive memory.
I tell you I'm a historian. You know, my mom so pepper color for me to go to school. So
I would love to hear that.
Yeah, so nobody can just come and say, my man, you don't know your own.
That's a no-no.
That's a no-no. So going home for you will be historical. And you will tell your friends that I left this place 9 years ago. And because this road was too bad,
I couldn't afford a return.
There you go. But today I'm home. I'm not here for your vote, but I'm here to be honest to you that this is few minutes, this is far the best.
Okay, that will be complete up. I mean, that's
You gotta be a realist. That's the reality.
So, I mean, you're telling you've traveled throughout the country.
Yes.
Every country.
Every capital city of this country. There's no country here that I don't know the capital city. Because I campaigned here 2017. We're all over the place. Beyond that, when you are involved in politics, knowledge, especially beyond the microphone, you got to be informed of the politics, because one man will come from one place and say, oh, this war is so bad. But if you know that place, you say, no, sir, I know that place is not that. That is why so many people are afraid of people like us, because of the fact that we know the country. You are in a video, don't worry. So, for me, this is being just who you are and being real to the people. Agriculture materials will be used coming to the country. Has that happened before in Liberia? No.
Very agriculture, Ware, remember there's an ongoing project with the ongoing in the future project to add the Ministry of Agriculture where local farmers. That's not
you were saying that.
Yes, they are producing peanut butter.
I don't know exactly what part of Lofa.
Yeah, I saw that video on people in Lofa, they're also producing oil.
Yeah, locally made, right?
Locally made.
It's a good thing.
Very organic.
Yeah.
Good for our health.
It's good for the health of our people.
I think Minister Alexander Luther is doing a great job.
Let's go.
An experience
Let's go.
from the minister. Actually,
Let's go.
doing great. Folks, again, if you're just joining us, we want to welcome you to just few miles away from the Yamasindi Planetary Barracks, giving you a clear view of this airport equipment. We are taking
Yes, they are line of F-56.
senior folks.
That's not AI.
This is not AI.
This is not AI.
This is not AI. This is exactly 285 pieces of this machine have been produced by the government of Liberia. 42 million United States dollars. These machines will be used to pave all of our feeders roads, all of our major roads within the country, connecting our farms to market, for which Liberia, all of our guys, celebrate the president of Joseph.
Or you can go to anywhere where they have yellow machine folks and just say, hey, I know how to move one of this. They'll say, come and try it. That's what I was told. They say, you don't even need to send your application, right? If you can try it and you move it, they'll say, okay, then bring the paperwork. But for now, you are on a shortlist, right? So you'll be shortlisted from that moment. This is what people call real government. This is real government, not joke. Government is not a trial and error. You got to be vice president. Then have a government. You got to work in government. You cannot take a man who has never gone through training and throw him in a position. For example, you never work in government. You have a different career, and then you just jump on and say they want to make you president. And you see what happened to the country. But we're talking about a leader who spent 20 years working, learning the process of governance. From LPMC, LPRC, agriculture, vice president for 12 years, and then presidency. That's how you get through this. You don't get this place by coming from the soccer field and jumping straight into presidency. That's the difference. Soccer is for entertainment. I was a goalie. I was a body. A soccer player is an entertainer. I was a body in this country. Not in the United States. No, I never played football in the United States. I never played football in the United States because football in the United States.
You like?
Yes.
You like?
Yes. Folks, so we are continuing to do our best. We're continuing to do our best here to ensure that we bring to you all of the happenings here as it relates to this transportation of this moving equipment. There's a little bit in a change of weather here. We are experiencing both sunshine and a little bit of rainfall here. But again, we're just a few miles away from the Camp Sande Ware military barracks, where we are currently transporting 15 fleets of this moving equipment to the military barracks. We want to say thanks for staying with us. Thanks for staying with us. And of course, remember, this is a very long route we've been on, awaiting the final processing of these 15 moving equipment following the transportation process. So definitely we've been experiencing some power outage of our gadget, but happy we still here providing you visual evidence of what it looks like. There's a little climate change here. The weather has changed in this part of Montserrat County, where there's a little bit of rainfall here, folks. But again, we're just a few miles away from the military barracks. We're just a few miles away. We want to say welcome back. Thanks for always staying with us. This is what we've signed up to. 147 pieces of this moving equipment. They're currently being parked at the military barracks here in Carisburg. 128 is still outstanding for transportation, and that will be done in a few weeks to come. And of course, currently we're in Carisburg.
Yes,
we're in Carisburg.
how are you going to do this, Christopher, with the rain coming falling down?
Yes,
we have to pack up and go in the car then.
you're right.
Let's go to the place.
Activity. President Joseph Ware and his leadership, they are doing extremely well to ensure that all of the 15 counties in Liberia are connected. Remember, folks, the first consignment of this moving equipment arrived in country on the 27th of February 2026, where 137 moving equipment was seen at the Freeport of Monrovia to a Singapore vessel that berthed at the Freeport of Monrovia. So we're currently in the corridor of the Camp Sande military barracks, and of course just a few minutes drive from the barracks. So remember, currently 147 pieces of this moving equipment are currently being parked at the military barracks, and of course additional trucks, 10 trucks was brought in. You witnessed the live coverage of that. We provided you live coverage of that, and of course additional 15 pieces of this moving equipment, they are currently en route to the military barracks. And of course, with an outstanding of 128 pieces of this moving equipment. 22 million United States dollars initiative. This is a boost and a big deal for Liberia. And of course, President Joseph Ware Sr. in his world continue to maintain that Yellow Machine will provide food for our people in the rural community. This is a fact. This is a reality. This is not what other people would like to play politics of. But how be it, folks? This is essential for our government and country. Remember, the government of Liberia will ensure to execute all of its mandate under the arrest agenda. So, a part of the arrest agenda, the president continues to emphasize on road number 1, road number 2, road number 3, roads and roads, folks. Excavators, we got wheel loaders, we got motor graders, These are essential earth-moving equipments that are used for essential road construction. These machines are used for drainages. These machines are used for heavy pushing works. And of course, this is a big deal for Liberia. More pavements or road will be seen and witnessed under this government through the Ministry of Public Works. Better rural access will be established in our rural community, folks.
Okay.
Job creation will be created for Liberians, especially operators and mechanics. Job opportunities will be provided for Liberians who are operators of these machines and who are mechanics. Thousands of jobs will be created. Thousands of jobs will be created. You're right.
Operate, but you need others to help you as
Definitely.
right? So, if I was to slow down, so all of this has always been
Yes. Oh, the folks are hearing you. You can go ahead.
so I hope the bigger, all of them pay attention to this because the next debate will be when the president goes up there to announce how many jobs have been created again, there will be a debate.
Yes, sir.
So that's rather a point. Don't expect everyone to agree with what's going on in this country. But what I also want to understand is where is the national relationship between the party or country?
Sir.
For me, in my house, I believe that national
Yes, sir.
so the debate will continue again. And we will continue to watch this
All right.
if they believe that the president has done enough to deserve to settle 6 more years, which I believe, I personally believe 98%
Yes, sir.
that yes, deserve another 6 more years.
Yes, sir.
Everything that was ever done so Liberia needs to be recognized.
And of course, we're still here, providing more updates and analysis as it relates to these fleets of moving equipment. My name is Christopher Bestman, still here with the folks from the Special Presidential Committee on this yellow machine project.
So Christopher, when we get to the city,
We are in the camp.
very dope, man.
Okay.
We are not entering
Okay.
So when we get to that, part one of them will show them this story is very much
Yes, sir.
maybe next batch or the next batch.
Yes, sir.
Where is the city? So both counts, right?
Yes, sir.
I think we can see that and I want to believe that each county is represented on this team of the other or until but let's see that to get back to the conversation.
Yes, sir. Be ready to be moving strong.
Liberia's development.
Yes, sir.
We have had our 10, 20 years where there were leaders that came to power in promised to be.
Yes, sir.
Think about this. I heard that Sande told you to go down for the men come on.
Okay.
And it never materialized. It never materialized. There were others who did the same thing. But this president, the people's leader, every time he says something, he breaks the ground, let's say, before you can have the machine that goes
Right.
One of the things that President Walker has done so well is get ready to do that. Now the machine there. When the juggle goes down, as a portion, he does not just go to a place and break down and walk away. Or if any come up, the fireman and the people of local community we drive and we drove from Maruja to Sande town on the pavement. At least the people of local country now say this was a dream like we saw in Menikuma. The people of Nigeria will say the same. This dream has finally come to pass because all we heard in the past was this was going to happen, this was going to happen to our past leaders. It never happened. But this old man has lived up to that. So it's a great thing for our country.
It's a great thing for our country, folks. We are currently moving gradually towards the main military barrack here in Camp Sande, Ware. And of course, where these machines are kept. Remember, folks, if you're just joining us, we're transporting moving equipment. And we want to say thanks to all of you who've been staying with us. Though we've been facing some internet fluctuation, change of guidance, but we will continue to show that we provide you all of the live coverage here as it relates to this transportation project. One of the big news we're following is that the Minister of Finance to the Minister of Public Works will now increase the salary of county engineers. And of course, first time in history, county engineers will be, making $1,000 United States dollars. And this is a great one for our country. These machines will be supervised by the Minister of Public Works and of course managed by county engineers. Each county in Liberia will be benefiting 15 sets of these moving equipments. Counties that is very large in terms of land sizes will be receiving 2 sets equivalent to 38 pieces of these moving equipment. This is a new day for Liberia, folks. This is a new day for Liberia. President Joseph Ware continues to demonstrate his excellent leadership, continue to maintain that the arrest agenda be implemented before the next election. His decision has not always been, or is not about the next election, but the next generation. You're always thinking about Liberia.
Just 2 months. Another birthday, and we are talking about United Countries.
Remember, the president has always conscientized us to love Liberia, think Liberia, and build Liberia as part of building this beautiful and glorious home of liberty. We shall all be ours. President Joseph Ware is ensuring that all of the roads throughout the length and breadth of Liberia be paved before the next election, and as such, the Ministry of Public Works is under direct mandate to execute the president's decision. Folks, there's a rain currently in Carisburg, a little change of weather in Barracks County, specifically here in Carisburg. Nevertheless, we are here quite a beautiful view there, folks. 15 pieces of this moving equipment, 15 pieces of these moving equipment being transported and being packed. Whatsoever you're watching from, we'd like to say welcome. Continue to share the live. Sekou Douglas is watching. Electric God, who cares, watching. Sim Football is watching. Joseph Ding is watching. Yes, sir. And of course, this is a new day for Liberia.
Well, Augustine Nolu is watching. That's great news for Liberia.
Great news.
All the best.
All the best.
And then we got Liberia Rise online television.
Yes, sir.
Developing developmental time.
Folks, if you're just joining us, we would like to say welcome. This is the tail patch of these moving equipment. Remember, I told you initially that there's outstanding 128 pieces that is current ongoing processing to the MPN terminal at the Freeport of Monrovia. From what we've been told, that these yellow machines will be transported in the soonest possible time. But I can safely say to you that out of the 285 moving equipment, they are currently in country. This is what we've been told from the guys of the Special Presidential Committee on this particular yellow machines. Remember, we got lobbies or flatbeds, what you term it to be. These are the flatbeds. These flatbeds will be used to transport these moving equipment to the nearby counties and other counties. Remember, in a moment, a few weeks from now, yes, I can say these moving equipment will be distributed to various counties following the official dedication process by the President of the Republic of Liberia of these yellow machines. There are wheel loaders, excavators, there are bulldozers, there are water trucks, water tanker, there are dump trucks too as well. And also here, we are currently in Camp Sande, Ware, and of course, folks, this is a great one for our country. Low-Far County is taking the lead in this particular movement here of these 15 moving equipment. These are all brand new trucks. These are all brand new trucks. This is not artificial intelligence. That's the reason why, as part of the responsibility of the Liberia broadcasting system, it is incumbent upon us as reporter journalists and of course management of the LBS to ensure that we bring to you all of the latest happening as it relates to the government developmental agenda, ranging from roads, schools, and you just name the rest in different sectors. The government is doing extremely well in rule of law. The government is doing well when it comes to tourism. The government is doing well in agriculture. The government is doing well when it comes to road number 1, road number 2, you just name it. Of recent, the president broke ground for an 85 kilometer road from Vonyama to Manitoba, 86 kilometer road from Vonyama to Manitoba, there by the paper company. And that particular company from the Salian, they're also undertaking this particular project. The 285 kilometer, 55 kilometer road in the Western Corridor is currently ongoing. And of course, 364 million of that project. Folks, we are now in the military barracks here in Camp Sande.
You ready? Yeah. Alright.
Folks, good evening. Welcome back to the Liberia National Television, and of course we're still here in Carrisburg at the Camp Sande Ware military barracks, where in another batch of the 285 moving equipment was transported here in the military barracks. 15 of these moving equipments out of the 285. Remember, the total outstanding moving equipment so far is 123. The first batch of these equipments arrived in country on February 27 of this year 2026, where you witnessed a live coverage on LNTV of 137. Additional 10 trucks was also transported here at the Camp Sande Ware military barrack, and 15 additional wheel roller so far dominated here was transported here. So this is the final closure on this tail batch of the arrival of the 15 moving equipment here. And of course, today at this hour we in conversation with one of the persons here from the special presidential committee on this moving equipment, with the Deputy Director General of New Media and Rebranding, Mr. D. Flo Yabo Flomo.
How are you, my brother? Welcome to the Liberia National Television. Thank you. As always, good to be with you guys. So quickly, you just going to summarize where we are, the total here, and what is in the port. Where are we?
Okay, today, up to date at Camp Ware, we got close to 147. We still have a lot of equipment at the free port. We brought the first 15, the actual yellow machines today. We still got about 100 yellow machines still sitting there, and we got about 87 dump trucks still waiting to come in. All the equipment are here at the port.
Okay.
All we're trying to do is, because of logistics, we got to move them by pieces. We can't plug up the whole country to move 168 machines at the same time. So we moved 15 today. Week before last, we brought another 10.
Into this very place.
This very place.
Yeah.
So as of Monday, we'll be moving 17 motor graders.
17
motor graders.
So what is remaining in the port? Can you say that we have everything in the country or not?
We have everything in the country. There
285 pieces, the entire 265.
They are in the country.
In the country already. So when are we going to see, when will the Liberian people see the remaining one coming to this place?
Well, like I said, Monday, we are focusing on the motor graders.
Motor graders.
Then by Saturday, we focus on the dump trucks, the 87 dump trucks.
Okay.
Then a week from Saturday, we're going to work on the front end loaders.
Okay.
19 of them.
19 of them.
Okay, then a week from that, we'll work on the backhoe, 17.
17 of the backhoe. So, quickly, distribution. When are the people supposed to start getting the?
We are anticipating to do our delivery, or you can say deployment.
Yeah.
Deployment starts on the 29th.
On the 29th of June. Okay.
And we are starting with the southeast.
First county?
First county will be River G, Maryland, and Grand Crew.
Okay.
Then we come back, Grand Jury, and Sande.
Then that will close it up for the southeastern. And then after the southeastern, where do you go next? Okay, that's Kid Mount. No. Yeah.
Kid Mount, Bombay, Bapulu, and Lofa.
From there you end up in Nima
and
Maigibi. No, Basa.
No, here's what happened. There's some counties that got 2 set of machines.
Yes.
The big counties. Lofa, Grand Bassa, Nima, and Bon. These 4 counties have 2 set of machines.
38 each.
30 pieces of equipment each. 15.
Yeah. Okay.
So what people are confused here is that we have 19 ops, and each op will have 15 equipment.
15 of them.
So Lofa is getting 30. 15 or 15, 30. Maryland, most Ware is getting 30. Grand Bassa is getting 30. And Bon is getting 30.
Nimba
will get 30.
Okay, because the big counties are the one getting 30 each. And then the smaller counties will take 15 each. 15 each. And those counties are we get River G, Kid Mount, Bapulu, Bomi, Bomi County, Bapulu.
We got Grand Crew, Grand Jury, and River G.
We all get 15 pieces.
The rest.
Okay, so in a nutshell, by the end of July, this whole thing will be over. The delivery of these machines will completely be over.
We're anticipating the latest will be August 15th. We'll be done.
August 15th. Rainy season is upon us now.
Well, our job is mission oriented.
Okay.
Once the commander-in-chief gave this mission, we accomplish it.
You guys are doing a great job. I extend our thanks and appreciation to the head of this committee, the Honorable Bernice Samukite, and the entire team for how far you guys have come. We have followed you people, and we'll continue to play our own role.
Thank you so much.
Nice talking to you.
Thank you.
So, folks, that's it from our end. It has been a wonderful working day with us again at TV, Liberia National Television. The crew here, I got Masami, Conor with me, Christopher Bestman. Of course, we want to say thanks for watching us. Don't forget, when the chickens say Coco will go, we are outside, right? Join us again when you can. This is Liberia National Television. Again, I end by saying, long live Uncle Joe, long live Liberia. I'm out.
So folks, there you go. You listening to that short interview there with the operational manager of the Special Presidential Committee where he talks about distribution process coming in very soon, and he also talk about another transportation of these yellow machine that will transport us. So folks, that does it for this segment of broadcast. My name is Christopher Bestman. Bye bye.